Looks like we're live. We'll see if anybody gets joined here. Yeah, looks like somebody just joined. Is there anybody out there? Say, looks like one. We'll see. I'm just doing this here. I'm not going to go on Facebook or anything. I'll just post this over there. Gonna work on the slash a little bit. Be back in a quick sec.
Well, it's a toxic dose of this shit. I mean, just like you do for malaria. Okay, yeah, you're gonna have a little bit of, fire.
So, when I got my slash, had this Hobbywing 8 Max, which is a 3S to 6S, with this the 4274 2200 kV motor, 5mm shaft. This is a huge, you can see it's a big motor and big ESC. On 3S, it's 4x4 slash. It was just about too much. I mean, pretty decent match as long as I stayed out of full throttle, but it, was on the limit. Silly, as I say. On 4S, it was stupid, and that thing does 6S too. So that was just way too much. After a few runs and 2 runs on 4S, it just basically trashed the rear drive shafts. So I'm like, okay, we need to step down. And I'll look around. And I ran castles before, but I'm kind of liking these Hobbywing things. And I've seen their SCT setups, the 10 Max and the XR8, which is a little bit bigger ESC than the 10. It will do up to an 8 scale, like a rock racer and stuff. So what I ended up doing is went ahead and picked up the XC Run. This thing's reading backwards for me. I don't know if you guys are seeing it backwards or if it's just the way it's recording, and then when it plays back on your side, it's reading properly. Whoever's watching, if you can tell me if that reads properly. But yeah, it's a Hobbywing, right? It's the HR8. Try to get focused there a little bit. Actually, HR8. The XR8 SCT, not really focused too much. Picked up the multi-unit program box with it. Might pick up the Wi-Fi Express for it. Might not. But so anyways, this Hobbywing, this 8 Max that was in there, peeling that out. We're going to go with this little smaller setup, not a huge bit smaller, but a bit smaller, and it should be a little bit better. And this does 2S to 4S, 4600 kV motor, so it shouldn't be as squirrely. Get me a little bit faster RPMs, but not as much nuttiness. I think it'll be a little better control on the unit, especially under throttle. So as far as that goes, I took the 8 Max out a week ago, and I had this adjust this thing a little bit, make it a little bit better. Quite so far back, we'll see. I'm just kind of slopping and chilling today for the moment. Get up and go down and vote in the primary, and unlike most RC channels, I enjoy politics and talking about them. So hey, if you got a political question or any comment on the insanity of the day, post it up. Chat comments down below. We're just starting this channel out, so if you can, like and share it, and if you would subscribe, I'd like to try to build it up and do some stuff on here. But I'm not afraid to talk about RC and politics and religion and all the other current issues. There's always that saying, you don't talk about politics and religion. Well, you see where that's got us. So I think we better start talking about it. And now politics is coming right into the RC world. And if you fly drones or know anybody that does fly drones, you've been, probably paying attention to the drone insanity that Congress, notice those words, Congress, are trying to impose, and that will bleed over into all RC. So you have to be aware of politics. Just because you don't care for politics doesn't mean politics doesn't care for you. Oh yeah, it's got the lights playing. I gotta unplug the light here. Come on. Get that out. So I put this other ESC in 4600 kV combo that I bought. Having problems programming it. I'm gonna have to double check some things. I don't know what the deal is, but I can't program it. It's not working that way for me. It's going forward only, and I'm having problems, like I say, getting in and setting things up. So I figured, piss on it. I'm gonna pop it out and maybe work on it, try to figure out. It's brand new, so it's not been used that much. So I'm gonna pop it out and probably end up trying to get it programmed out of the unit on the desk, and I'll find something to throw in it or put it up for sale. But I figured I'd pop these two things out, go ahead and my little jury rig ESC holding system, just a couple screws and a few actually screw set holders from the old Baja, few old Baja pieces I have laying around, the HPI Baja from before. A couple screws, and they work as a little pinch washer just to hold that one in anyways. So we can peel this out. Oh, that's right, I've got a play in here too. So yeah, when I got this thing, I had that 8 max ESC and the 2200 kV combo. That's a nice combo, but it's just way too much of this. It tore up on 4S, just a couple runs, and I wasn't doing craziness. I'm just running around my front yard, it's a little bumpy and stuff. But with all that torque and stuff, it just basically whooped the rear drive shaft. So I went ahead and picked up some Traxxas CVDs and got them installed on the back, the CVD drive shafts. You can see them up in there. Oop, my jerry rig camera holder is falling too. I just got it taped up on top of the TV sitting here right now, so it's not the greatest position to hold things up, but it was working okay. Let's see how that. What do you want? So yeah, it's it was just way too much ESC and motor. Tearing up the rear drive shafts. Fronts are okay. I picked up the CVDs for the fronts because I presume they're going bad, and I'll swap them out sooner or later anyways. So yeah, I picked up the SCT. Wasn't on sale or anything. Just I believe I got that from our hobby, and they did good. I ordered it last Thursday. Was it Thursday? Yeah, I think Thursday evening, maybe Friday, early Friday morning. I ordered it. They shipped away FedEx, and it got here today from California or Crya from RPP. So thanks RPP again. You guys are coming through, popping it in. A-Main, when I order from them, they're always pretty good. Shipping's been usually pretty decent. Got a couple things lost in the mail still. I'm still waiting for my Bowhouse RC relocation mount for the Red Cat. That's been lost in the mail since in Detroit, and I'm only a couple hours north of Detroit. It's been lost down there for approximately, well, since the 12th. It was in Detroit. And here it is August, July 12th. Here it is August 4th, which happens to be my birthday. And I'm still waiting for that Bowhouse piece. No bad to Bowhouse. They ordered, they filled the shipment and sent it out right away, but it's, U.S. mail, and this Corona beer crap has got the mail all messed up all over the place. So we'll take that and we'll set this back over there. And oop, what did I do with my right in front of my face? Rock stuck in here. Empty out the crap, I guess. So yeah, it's Corona has been a pretty screwy thing because it's got a lot of things all messed up. I think that's the one. A lot of things all messed up, especially when it goes shipping. There goes my camera again. Let me see what I can do with this little turd. My little rear piece of tape I've got trying to hold this thing from dropping down a little bit. Try this. A little better tape job on the back side and see if that helps. Ooh, I got the wrong side in there. Take this screw out here. So this is a pretty decent can. This is a 4600 kV. It's, Amazon, special. So made by, the name on it is Richmond, I think it is. Oh, nope. R. Charlance or RC Hardlance, whatever you want to kind of call it. See if it kind of comes in there. RC Hardlance or Charlance, whatever it is. It's a 60 amp or 80 amp actually ESC on this, and 2 to 4S LiPo, I believe. But in comparison, compare it to the 8 Max, the ESCs are pretty much same size. Of course, the 8 Max is 160 amp ESC right here, Hobbywing. This one's only a 80 amp. A little weight difference, obviously. It's plastic case. That's aluminum in many places. So that's one of the differences there. The motors, though, is this 2200 kV motor compared to this 4600 kV motor from the 8 Max to this other 8th scale, 10th 8th scale, RC Hardlance, I'll call it, I guess. You can see the motor is a bit thinner, smaller diameter, shorter. It was a little bit better suited, but like I said, I'm having problems with the ESC and everything, and I wasn't too sure how that thing was going to work. So I figured, oh, what the snide. So let me get this thing, and there goes my camera again. I guess my thing didn't work that well. This is going to be, I have to find a more permanent camera mount. Something that's a little bit better, at least for now. That's probably going to continue to be a pain in the Watusi. We'll see. So yeah, I figured I could have went with the 10, the 10 Max SCT. I thought about it. It was $140. This one was $180. But I wanted to go up to 4S at least, have that ability, so I can gear down a little bit. And I wanted to be able to, transfer this out. Should I decide to get rid of the slash and go with a rock ray, 10 scale rock ray, or a bomber, something along that lines. Excuse me, got hiccups. Then I could pull the system and put it in there. The 8 Max, I've got a special plan to do with that. With the 8 Max, I want to take that, and it's going to go into another build that I've got things coming in for right now. It'll be a custom kind of build. So let's pop these things out. Take a peek at them. They come boxed. So here, I'll show you. They come boxed pretty much like all your Hobbywing stuff. 2 boxes, especially when you buy the combo kit. Motor comes in its own box, and the ESC comes in its own box. Pop the ESC open here. So yeah, there's a lot of been some funniness going on in the political world here, obviously. I'm not sure what you all think about what's going on. I've pretty much got the information that I'm aware of. It's pretty clear what's happening. So let's see, typical unit. You got open your ESC box. There goes my camera. All right, you are going to really bother me. You're bothering me, kid. You're bothering me. Give me a second. I'm gonna grab a piece of tape. Put this across the back a little bit better, because that one just isn't going to cut it by itself. All right. This is a pain. It is what it is. Non-pro setup. I'm gonna give you a minute. I'm gonna just redo this whole thing a tad and reset it all in a slightly better position. And where did my little folded up piece of, there it is. That's probably part of the problem. Got a little piece of paper folded up that slipped up from underneath it. That was kind of help holding it in place a tad. Peel this crap back a tad. Redo it. So, put this back underneath there. Lock that down so. Come over to this side and try to get it tight. Use that to hold her in place. Another piece here. Try to use this over the front pieces. Hold it snug in place. Try to use this one to lock the back down. We'll see how that does. Bend that a bit. Hopefully that works a little better. We'll see. We'll see if it gets any better. Little table shift to make it a little bit better. So let's try this again. You can see the ESC comes in its normal pack. And then of course you've got another fan. Comes with the fan in it, and they all come with the second one. I've got another one here from the 8, the Max 8. Then of course a little bit of shrink tube, zip ties, a little sticker, item value for your box. This one doesn't come with a program box. That's fine. I've got them. I've got the multi-function there. Your solder wires. So I guess I'm going to have to do some soldering, it looks like. So I'll probably do that off cam because it's a little bit easier just to do all that stuff. And pop this open. So that's, you know, your standard motor fare. It comes with your wires and such. That back in here and just set it aside for the moment. I got my soldering station set up out in the living room, well, my dining room actually. And now we can take the ESC and this motor, the 4600. I'm sorry, 3600 kV. It's the 3660 motor, 3600 kV. I might focus a little bit. Come on. There it is. Oh, I did a little bit for a second. There it's focusing. Trying to. So it's the motor. Now in comparison, I'll pull out the Max again. So here's the 8 Max ESC and motor combo. And let me pull this out of the pack. So you can see the 8XRC is, you know, significantly smaller footprint. It would be nice if they had pegs. I like how they got the mounting pegs on the 8 Max. It would be nice if they did that. So yeah, the 8X or the XR8 SCT. No, so it does 2S to 4S LiPo. 120 amp ESC with a 6 amp BEC max at 15. Yeah, 6 amp with a max 15 amp 2S 4S LiPo. So it's got the super BEC. And then of course here's the motor, and you can see the motor. Well, there goes the old thing. Kind of helping, but not really. Painted, but you can see the motor is quite a bit smaller. You know, quite a bit shorter, smaller in diameter, less beat eating up on the vehicular. So that should handle the slash much better. So the other BEC is saying the motor here, though, these motors are about the same size, so I shouldn't have any problem throwing this 4600 in there if I want to. Like how they got these tabs soldered up, make it a little bit easier. And I'll probably set bullets in between the ESC. Well, I don't know. I'll probably leave it all connected. I haven't decided yet. So anyways, I'm going to go get this soldered up, deciding, because if I put bullets on it, I can solder it up and then just cut the wires in half and put bullets on it. So I'm going to go get that stuff done. I'm going to have to mess with this thing because this thing is a real pain in my butt. It was mounted and held up here for months and months, and I decided to redo it. And since I decided to redo it, it's been dropping all over the place. So I'm going to get that done too. But I'll come back in a while when I got this thing soldered up.